You just had it in your fridge. I mean, what the fridge?
What the fridge?
What the fridge?
Hi folks, I'm Seth MacFarlane and welcome to the Peacock at Home variety show, benefiting great organizations like AmeriCares, Feeding America, and United Way, all of whom are working very hard to assist those in need during this pandemic. Well, tonight we have the very funny Amy Poehler, who starred on the television show Parks and Recreation, a show about a place you can't go and a thing you can't do. I actually have a great idea for a show for Amy Poehler. It's called Polar Opposites. Get it? Polar Opposites. It would star her and John Cena, and they'd be fighting crime, I guess. I don't know. Amy, you can Venmo me. Anyway, Amy is one of the most relentlessly positive people in comedy, so let's see how this quarantine has broken her. Folks, here is the very funny Amy Poehler.
I hope you're staying safe and sane during these crazy times. And if you're like me, you've been asking yourself questions that used to feel like they were just everyday queries, and now they're central to your mental health. And they include, should I talk to someone today? Should I put on shoes? And what am I making for dinner? I've been doing a lot of cooking during the quarantine, and chopping vegetables has really helped with my anxiety. And in that spirit, we thought we could have someone on who knows a lot about cooking. She won Top Chef Season 10. She runs the restaurant Arlo Gray in Austin, Texas, and she's the great Chef Kristen Kish. Hi, Kristin.
Hello, how are you?
We are going to play a little game to distract ourselves from the madness that is going on in the world, and that game is called What the Fridge.
What the fridge?
Perfect.
What the fridge, what the fridge.
What the fridge?
The way we're going to play What the Fridge,
What the fridge?
we are going to find someone in America who likes to cook at home but needs a little bit of help. We're going to look inside someone's fridge, and Kristin is going to help them make something amazing from the stuff that they have.
I love it.
Okay, let's do it. Lindsay.
Hi! Oh my God!
We're so happy to play What the Fridge with you.
What the fridge?
Yeah, fridge. What the fridge?
We're talking to you from, is it Gilbert, Arizona?
It is Gilbert, Arizona.
Lindsay, what have you been cooking during quarantine?
Nothing super awesome. I'd love to get, back in the kitchen and get crazy again.
Well, we are going to, and by we I mean Kristin, help you make an amazing new meal today. But the first thing we need to do, because the game is called What the Fridge,
What the fridge?
is we need to see what you have in your fridge.
Okay, let's go over there. I've got eggs, Beyond Burger plant-based patties, unsweetened almond milk, baby spinach, sour cream, some avocados, lemon, zucchini, bananas.
Sounds
like a
delicious.
good fridge.
In the cabinet, I've got peanut butter and some pasta.
Now, Lindsay, you have kids, right?
I have 3 boys, and then my husband has 4 kids, so three girls and a boy. So we have 7 kids combined.
So I think we need to do a great pasta dish so you can make a big batch for your family.
Sounds awesome.
I did not go to the grocery store. Literally making variations off of whatever you have and whatever I have, which is not a whole hell of a lot. So we're gonna make a penne with a sausage carbonara style sauce. So egg yolks and cream cheese and olive oil, some chili flakes. You're gonna use spinach. I have arugula that's basically already sort of going bad. It's all gonna be in one pan. So you have your pasta cooking water, and then you have one pan to actually mix everything else together. How much knife work should we do?
I don't look pretty doing it, but I can cut.
What a confident answer.
But I want you to take an onion to get this cooking.
I don't know if I have an onion.
If you don't have one, do you have garlic?
I think I do.
Oh, check in your vampire closet. You got garlic in there.
Oh, here's garlic.
Ooh, all right.
Perfect.
It's already minced.
Yeah, I mean, listen, shortcuts everywhere.
Okay.
So in your saute pan, you're gonna put a drizzle of olive oil.
Is the avocado oil okay?
It works just the same.
What kind of heat should I have it on?
You're not gonna turn it on heat quite yet.
Ooh, really?
Once you have the oil in, you're gonna add a little spoonful of your garlic. Now you're gonna take your Beyond sausage meat.
Hey, am I cutting this up or anything?
So a little tip when you're doing ground meat, using a whisk, when you're stirring it, you get a fine granular grind on the meat as opposed to like big chunks of meat.
Okay.
Now you can turn your heat on because we didn't want to start too much because the garlic would have burned.
Lindsay, you're a nurse, am I right?
I am.
How are you managing home and work as a nurse?
You know, I went over to New York for a couple weeks to help out there, and
Wait, Lindsay, you went over to New York to be a nurse to help?
they needed nurses, and so I went over there to help where I could, and not really knowing what they would have me do or.
Thank you on behalf of all New Yorkers.
Yeah, I'm here, and we do the 7 o'clock for all the healthcare workers, and
You do the clapping.
yeah, it's
It
really,
makes a difference. It really does. We love that. So, thank you.
awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
So, yeah.
How's it looking in the pan? Do you smell the garlic?
It actually looks really good.
We definitely want it to be like a nice toasty brown color.
That's pretty much where we're getting to here.
You can just take it off the heat.
My water's boiling now, by the way.
This is all coming together perfectly.
How much of this pasta do I put in?
I don't know how much water you have in there, but it seems like add half the box maybe.
Okay.
Lindsay has a lot of kids, so she might have to go a full box.
So as that's cooking, now we're gonna build this little extra yummy sauce. Have you ever made a carbonara at home before?
No.
I love it. Let's do it.
Lindsay, neither have I.
Well, it's happening today.
It's not 100% true carbonara because we don't have pecorino and parmesan and all that stuff, but we're gonna get pretty dang close. So you're gonna take your 2 eggs.
2 eggs.
Now you're gonna separate the eggs. You want the yolks in the bowl. Add a little bit of pepper, hefty pinch of salt.
Did you see how much salt she put in there, Lindsay? Chefs love their salt.
Yeah. Trying to be like her.
So I have LABNEH, which is like a Turkish yogurt. You have sour cream, same thing.
And there's no mold on top.
That's always a good day. You're gonna add like 2 big hefty spoonfuls. So maybe like 1/4 cup. I'm gonna add a touch of olive oil in. It looks like a creamy kind of Alfredo-y situation happening.
Good whisking, Lindsay.
Thanks.
So I see you have lemons there.
I do. These are like from a real tree. Like, I mean, you know, from a neighbor.
Did you steal them in the dead of night?
I'm going to plead the 5th.
Okay, so do you have a microplane or shall we just use the juice?
What is a microplane?
It's a tiny airplane that we would take small trips on.
No, I do not have that fancy thing that you just showed me.
Let's use the juice. A teaspoon.
Ooh, man, this smells so good.
So your pasta is probably about halfway done. So now is a really good time to take the spinach and you're gonna put it in your saute pan and throw it back on the heat. You can do like a nice handful because it'll wilt down quite a lot. We're gonna need a ladle for this next step. So you're gonna take a little bit of that pasta water and add it into your saute pan. And if you like spice, Lindsay, feel free to add any kind of cayenne or chili flakes, or if not, just leave it out. Your pasta is probably about like a minute out. So maybe if you wanna just check it.
Now,
So when you check your pasta, do you throw it at the wall?
that's what I was gonna ask, Lindsay.
Yes!
I mean, you certainly can. Depending on what kind of wall you have, you're gonna have a different stickage every single time.
It doesn't feel quite done yet. It feels a little firm.
Kristen's gonna love that. They love al dente.
You know so much about chefs, I love it.
I'm obsessed with cooking shows. This is like my dream. This is my NBA to watch this happen right now.
So we wanna take that pasta up until like Amy was saying, al dente, because when it goes into that pan, it's gonna keep cooking.
Do you want me to drain it or wait a second?
Always take your pasta water, or take your pasta out of the water, so you can also save that pasta water because we may need to loosen it up.
Should I use something like this?
That's perfect.
Nice equipment, Lindsay.
And if you get the water, totally fine.
Okay.
So, pan.
Oh!
That's okay. No, leave that in there.
put
No,
it in
it's
the
totally
sauce.
fine. I'll do it too. Don't worry.
My husband's gonna expect this kind of stuff.
You don't even ever have to tell your kids or your husband that you did this. Just cook this for yourself.
Yeah.
So now you're gonna kind of let that liquid reduce down just a little bit, and it's gonna kind of turn into a little bit of a glaze. So turn off the heat, and then we're gonna take your pan, and you're gonna put it in the bowl with the noodle. And you're gonna constantly stir as you add it.
So it's
you're-
gonna like cook the eggs a little bit.
Exactly.
I know we're in quarantine, but is it cool if I come over?
Dude, you can come over anytime.
Okay, so let's go for a taste if you need to add more salt, which typically we do.
Back up the salt truck. Let's see, Lindsay, what do you think?
Holy crap. I'm not even lying. This is so good.
A little, creamy pasta.
You just had it in your fridge. I mean, what the fridge?
What the fridge?
Thank you so much, Kristin. Thank you so much, Lindsay. That was amazing. And the best part is that we are doing this variety show to raise money for City Harvest. Peacock is donating to help families in need who are having struggles with finding food during this time. And also, thank you to all our healthcare workers, Lindsay, and everyone who are putting themselves on the line during this time.
This made my day, made my year, really. This is cool.
And we hope that we brought some joy and some ideas for you in the first of what we know will be at least 1,000 episodes of What the Fridge.
What the fridge?